Hi friends, I'm Caitlin. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today's video is a full face of drugstore makeup, so some of the products will be new finds that I've tried, not necessarily new as in new releases, just ones that I've never tried before, and then other products will be my holy grails. Getting started with the skincare, I'm going to pop my hair back. I also have my really cute new pyjamas, they're breakfast theme. I'm first taking the Numbuzin No. 3 Skin Softening Serum. For my lips, I did pop on some of the collection. What is it called? I used it in my drugstore video about a month or two ago, and it was, is it the Butter Balm? It's something, I'll pop it on the screen because it's in the living room. But it's the collection Butter Balm and Pink Frosting, just to really hydrate the lips before we do our lip combo later. So I always just pop it on before skincare so that it really sinks into my lips and my lips are nice and hydrated. So then once that's dry, I'll take my favourite SPF, the Beauty of Joseon SPF 50 with rice and probiotics. So I think this will be coming after my grunge Barbie makeup look, and in that video I was struggling with my lighting so much. I used my ring light, but it's still just, the lighting I wasn't happy with, so I had to play around with my camera settings, and I've done something that's managed to make the lighting so much better, and it's not going in and out of being dark to light. So I'm hoping by the end of this video I will have perfected my camera video settings and we'll be all good. I like to just rub the excess on my hand. For concealer, I may have a little dupe. One of my favourite concealers is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I have the shade Birch. This is around £30 if I'm remembering correctly, which is very expensive for a concealer, and I do love it. I've been on the hunt to find a drugstore alternative, and I seen this one recommended on TikTok by the girlies. So it's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I got the shade 100. A lot of the comments on TikTok were saying that this is the closest they found to the formula and coverage of the Hourglass one. So I'm going to use it to prime my eyes today, and then I can maybe use it under my eyes later to really see the consistency and the coverage compared to the Hourglass one. So just taking my e.l.f. concealer brush. Straight away, it's definitely got a thicker consistency like the Hourglass one does, which I quite like compared to, in a lot of my videos I'll use the collection Lasting Perfection concealer, and I do really like that, but I would say it's definitely got a thinner consistency, and if I want really full coverage with that concealer I do tend to have to use a couple layers just to build it up, whereas with this one I feel like I've got a lot of coverage straight away. Popped a little bit of this Milani one on my hand, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of the Hourglass one. Oh, they are actually really similar in colour and consistency. This is the Milani one, this is the Hourglass one. Yeah, both quite thick but creamy. I've always found the Hourglass one nice and creamy. We can come back to that later. To set my eyes, I'm going to take my favourite drugstore powder. It's a pressed powder by Catrice, which is the Soft Blur Matte Airbrush powder, which looks like this. I got this one, I want to say it was a little while ago, but I've used it quite a lot, and I just, not even just for my eyes, all over my face, I really like it for both. Take that concealer off my hand before I get it on my new pyjamas or something. So for my eyeshadow, in fact, should I, yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of this just up above my eyebrows, so that once we've done all the eye makeup, because there's concealer on my forehead, my foundation will be a little bit easier to blend into, rather than trying to be really careful around the eyebrows. So I'm just going to blend this in really quickly, and then we can get started with the eyes. So for eyeshadow, it has to be the Revolution, the Celestial Icon palette. I first got this and tested it in my test in new drugstore makeup that I will leave down below, because I feel like in that video I discovered so many good products and this was definitely one of them. This palette, I want to say, is £8.99, so under £10, and the eyeshadows themselves, they're really pigmented, they blend so nicely. It's just, yeah, it's such great value for money. So I think today I'm going to take this navy one and then this one here. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So I'm just gonna pack this all over. Like, do you see straight away how much pigment that had? I'm just taking that in the lower lash line. So to blend some of that out, I'm taking this mauve, this sort of mauve tone. Just blending this more up into the brow bone and just under the eye as well. Going back to that navy just to really intensify the colour on the lids. I'm taking this nice sparkly shimmer. I'm hoping that's picking up on camera, but it reflects sort of like a pink iridescent in the light, which I think is so pretty. And I'm just going to pop this basically everywhere. Yeah, I knew those two were going to look so nice together. I just need to clean up under my eyes, but I've done both eyes now. I can't tell if I like it. Like, I like the eyeshadow palette and the colours themselves, but we can see once the whole makeup looks done. So I'm just going to clean up under here. And then taking this dark brown, I'm using this to press into my upper lash line, which helps create fullness along the lash line itself. For drugstore mascara, I do have two options. This one I would say is my go-to more so of the time compared to this one. They're both tube mascaras. This one's the e.l.f. Lash Extender in the shade brown, then this one is the Essence Lash Without Limits, again in the shade brown. Both of them are really good tube mascaras, and especially the Essence one, it's super affordable. But I think the e.l.f. one just gives me a little bit more length, which is why I usually opt for the e.l.f. one. But considering I've used this in majority of my makeup videos, today I will use the Essence one. One thing I do like about this more than the e.l.f. however, is the fact that it does appear more brown, which I really like, especially because I do have light hair, fair complexion. This is the e.l.f. one and this is the Essence one, and even just from there, this is definitely a lighter brown. I've totally just realised I usually do my eyebrows before mascara, just so I can really get into my eyebrows without interfering with the mascara that I've just placed. So yeah, that was my bad, totally done that in the wrong order. For my eyebrows, taking the Got To Be brow gel. I really like this as a brow gel, but the only thing is I always recommend just scraping off some of the excess, because if you apply a little bit too much, it can dry and look white and crusty, which I have to say is not what I think any of us is looking for when it comes to an eyebrow gel. So if you are going to try this product, just, yeah, I recommend just taking off some of the excess. I normally give the eyebrow gel a minute or two to dry, and then I go in with this little Catrice. It's the eyebrow palette in the shade 010, and I usually just take this darker one here. I am someone who just loves a powder for eyebrows. I think personally for me and my application it looks the most natural, and I think it's also the most forgiving. If I make a mistake, I can easily just buff it away with my powder brush or even just a spoolie, and it goes away like really easily. Our eyes are all done. Moving on to the complexion, it has to be hands down my favourite drugstore foundation. It's the NYX Make and Wonder foundation. I have mine in the shade 03, which is I think the lightest shade that they have, but with a neutral undertone, and I just adore this foundation. I don't have much left of it, but to be fair, you don't actually need a lot to get really good coverage. If you don't like more of a matte foundation, it won't be the one for you. If you don't mind a soft matte finish and you like a decent amount of coverage, then you might like this one. A little bit of this really does go a long way, and I always find that as well on my skin, it lasts so long throughout the day. It does dry down quite quickly, so I like to take a little bit at a time and then just really build it up that way. I think I have seen some creators even just do like one half of their face first and then do the other half, because it can dry down quite quickly, but I don't think it dries down too quickly, but it's just, yeah, you definitely need to work a little bit faster with it. So let's go back to the concealer that we tried, which was the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and I can test how it applies under the eyes. Okay, it's definitely full coverage. Like, can you see that straight away, the coverage? And it's blending really nicely as well. To be honest, reminds me a lot of the Hourglass concealer, which I'm so happy about, because if this lasts nicely throughout the day, I will not have to spend £30 on the Hourglass concealer ever again. Yeah, that looks really nice under the eye. So just to pop, wait, I think actually before I set my under eyes, I'm just going to take this blending brush and just blend this eyeshadow a little bit into the concealer. And then to set my whole face, go back to the Catrice Soft Blur, my airbrush powder and a little powder puff. I'll set my under eyes and my whole face. For blusher, I definitely have two that I usually go for quite a lot. This Revolution one is a bright pink in the shade Future Flush Pink. So it looks like that. And then this Milani one, I just love the Milani baked ranges. So the baked highlighter, the baked blusher, the formulas are just really, really nice. This one is still quite a bright pink, but just compared to this Revolution one, it's a bit more soft. It's a bit softer, a bit more muted. This one is Milani, this one's a Revolution. But for today's video, I'm taking the Milani one. It's in the shade Pink Panna Cotta. This one also has, you can probably see here, just a tiny little bit of shimmer through it. So if you don't like that in a blusher, I wouldn't recommend this one, just because, yeah, it definitely has a little bit of shimmer through it. Again, I have two options for the next thing, which is bronzer, and I have two options mainly because although Sephora is reasonably priced, I think I paid maybe £9 for this bronzer. I think it's technically more classed as affordable makeup rather than drugstore, because I mean it is Sephora. And I know some people are really passionate about what actually is drugstore and then what is just more affordable. So I thought I would give two options because I do genuinely love both of them. This one by Sephora is in the shade 01 Golden Gateway, and it's a really nice cool tone bronzer that I think is just so perfect for pale skin. And then the other bronzer is a little dupe for the Benefit Halo bronzer. It's a W7 Honolulu. So this still works for my pale skin if I just take a really, really light hand with the product. So I thought I would just give this a really honourable mention because it's under £5. I think I usually pay £4 for it from Amazon. But for today's video, I'm taking the Sephora one just lightly on my cheeks and then on my forehead. Lastly, for lips, it has to be the Morphe lip liners. The Morphe lip liners, in the terms of their formulation, are my absolute favourite. They're so creamy, yet they last so nicely on my lip. I think one thing that I do that tends to help with that though, is every time I do a lip combination, I'll take my powder brush and just go over my lips. So one, it cancels out a little bit of my lip pigment so that any lip liner or lipstick that I'm using really shows up as true to its colour as possible. But also the fact that I'm putting a bit of powder over my lips helps everything just last longer, I think. Just watch how this glides on my lips. So smooth. So the lipstick that I have to try today, I've never tried it before and I'm not sure if it's classed as drugstore or affordable. It's the brand Jordana Tica and I bought this lipstick from TikTok shop for about £9. The packaging's so different and cute. It's in the shade Pillow Fight and it's this gorgeous baby pink that I thought would look so beautiful. Oh wow, that's so creamy. Just remembered I didn't do highlighter, so quickly before we finish today's video, I've got two highlighters that I wanted to talk about because both of them are my favourite. So the first one is this L'Oreal one, which is the Lumi Glass Stick. It's a highlighter balm. For the powder highlighter, Milani baked highlighter in the shade Dolce Perla, and I really couldn't pick which one I preferred because they're both different in their own way. This one obviously is a highlighter balm and I think it gives more of a glass glow from within sort of look. This one is just as stunning, but it's obviously a powder highlighter. So what I'll do is I'll pop both of them on so you can see what they look like. I'm just gonna pop this on with my finger and you can really see how it almost appears to glow from within, which I think is so pretty. It's more like a wet look glass skin highlighter. And then I'll put the powder one on this side, which is equally as pretty, but I just think the two finishes are different. This is the L'Oreal and then this is the Milani baked one. This is the finished makeup look of all the drugstore items. Now that I'm thinking about it, actually, there was only two new products that I hadn't tried before. So the first one was the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. So far really liking this and it does remind me a lot of the Hourglass one. So if you want a little dupe of that, go for this one. And then the lipstick, which was the Jordana Tica lipstick in the shade Pillow Fight. And then everything else tried and tested, the ones that are my holy grails that I really enjoy, and yeah, it came up with this makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed sitting down with me today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and a comment down below. Any engagement really helps out my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.